Hello guys, this is Edgaras from SpokenLithuanian.com, and today we have a very simple but very important lesson is how to ask for help. If you're, for example, in Lithuania or you're meeting some people who speak only Lithuanian language, how do you ask them for help? What do you say? How do you phrase the question? So I think this particular lesson is going to be really, really important whenever you visit Lithuania because we're very helpful people. We always try to help. We're good at helping, okay? So today's lesson is how to ask for help. But if you need some additional phrases, additional words, I've created this free PDF and audiobook that you can download. You can see the link here, www.spokenlithuanian.com, 117 phrases. Just don't forget the slash, okay? This is just PDF and audiobook. The audiobook is roughly around an hour or so, where you get this 117 most common phrases that you can hear or you have to use in Lithuanian language. So should you ever need that, just be sure to download this, join my newsletter, and every week you will get new lessons into your email if Lithuanian language is something that you need to learn right now. Okay, so let's get back to the lesson. Let's get back to how to ask for help in Lithuanian language. Okay, so first, let's just start with a very simple sentence, just like I am. And I am, if you saw my previous lessons or just at least one of the previous lessons, you would know that it is aš esu. Aš esu, okay? I will always try to explain the things that you need in a particular lesson, but if you want to watch my lessons, just watch them from the order of release. But as I said, I will always try to explain the most basic stuff in any given lesson. I am aš esu, okay? Aš esu. Now, I can would be aš galiu. Aš galiu. Basically, the ending galiu gives away that it's the first person singular. Aš galiu. Okay? You can would be tu gali. Tu gali. Now, we have a different ending, okay? For this can, for galėti. Galėti would be the infinitive. T ending is the one that gives away that it's an infinitive. But aš galiu and tu gali. Gali, a different ending. Tu gali. Okay, so far so good. Can you? How would you ask can you in Lithuanian language? That would be ar tu gali. Now in this case, tu is optional because the ending already gives away that it's second person singular. Therefore, I can just say ar gali, and that would mean can you. The person would understand because the ending of the verb galėti, gali in this case, gives away that it's a second person plural, singular, I'm sorry. Okay, now to help is padėti. You can already see the pattern, right? Galėti ending, infinitive. Padėti, also infinitive. Padėti. We have padėti, okay? Can you help? Can you help would be ar gali padėti. Ar gali padėti. In Lithuanian language, the second verb is almost always in the infinitive. In English language, you see, after can, we don't use to. We don't say, can you to help? That would be a mistake, right? In Lithuanian language, after gali, any form of the verb to be able to, basically can, tu gali, aš galiu, right? Ar gali padėti, after gali, we're using the infinitive version. Ar gali padėti? Second person, singular. Ar gali padėti? You can, plural, would be jūs galite. Jūs galite. Now, why would you need that? Why wouldn't you just simply ask a singular person, just, can you help me? Because in Lithuanian language, we have this polite version of addressing a person. And this polite version of addressing a person is addressing a person in a second form plural. Right, this one right here, right? Jūs galite. Jūs galite. You would be saying this to a person that you don't know, that you're not, on a friendly kind of basis, you know. So usually if you think you should be addressing person in this formal version, you know, you should do that. It's basically, it's kind of like an unwritten rule. The person will say to you like, oh, please, no more of these use stuff. Just address me like a single person, okay? I'm a single person here. Somebody might say that. You can, plural, use galite. Use galite, right? Tu gali, a singular person, that would be like a friend or someone you know pretty well. But plural, use galite. Can you help? Can you help would be ar galite padėti. You can add use. Ar jūs galite padėti. But you can actually omit it because in this case the te, this one ending over here, jūs galite, it gives away to me that it's a second person plural or just a formal version of addressing somebody. Ar galite padėti. Now, this is a perfect way of stopping somebody on the street. You can say atsiprašau, right? Atsiprašau means I'm sorry. Atsiprašau, ar galite padėti. Now, this is a perfect way of asking somebody you don't know on the street because you want to address them formally, you want to be polite. Ar galite padėti? Ar galite padėti? Can you help? To come, for example, let's take some other verbs, right? To come is ateiti or prieiti. Ateiti or prieiti. The difference is ateiti means just basically, for example, if you want to invite somebody to your house, they would come to your house. Yeah, ateitų. It's a different ending, right? The would version, ateitų. Would come, ateitų. You would use this one, ateiti. But if you're talking, for example, come over here, like come closer, that would be prieiti. Prieiti. This is just basically different prefixes that we're using. This is at, this is pri, right? But the main verb to go, to come is eiti. Eiti, this one right here. Just different prefixes that we're using. Ateiti prieiti. Now, how would you ask, can you come? Can you come? You know all the words, right? If you have to press the pause, think about it, answer it, and then look, you know, for the correct version from me. Can you come would be ar gali or ar galite ateiti. That would depend on whether or not you know the person. Are you acquainted? Is it a friend? If it's a friend, gali. You use gali. If it's not a friend, if it's somebody, you know, on the street randomly, galite, or maybe an older person. You know, sometimes even if I know an older person, I would address them in this formal way, just because out of their respect, you know, for your elders. Ar gali, ar galite ateiti? Can you come? Okay. Okay, so maybe you're willing to try to ask, how would you say, can you come closer? Can you come closer? Now that would be ar gali or galite, if it's a formal version. Prieiti. Not ateiti, but prieiti. Prieiti. Closer, right? Prieiti. Ar galite prieiti, ar gali prieiti, depending on whether or not you know the person, right? To tell would be pasakyti. 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 You can also see that pa, in this case, is a prefix. Sakyti would basically just be to tell, but pasakyti means also to tell. It's usually this pasakyti version that we use, but I will do a separate lesson of verbs for telling, saying, and stuff like that. So for example, can you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me would be ar galite, gali, depending which one you want to use. Ar galite pasakyti or ar gali pasakyti. Ar gali pasakyti, ar galite pasakyti. And then you continue, for example, where can I find? Kur galiu rasti? Kur galiu rasti? To find is rasti, for example, arba surasti, or surasti. Again, you usually use the one with this prefix surasti. The difference is that you can just basically find something, and then you can find something if you're particularly looking for it. Let me show an example. Can you help me find, in this case, if you wanted to just find something on the street where something is, right? Can you help me find would be ar galite man padėti surasti. Now, man is optional. It's for me. Can you help me find it? But you can just say ar galite padėti surasti. If you were to say ar galite padėti rasti, it's completely fine. It's just surasti with this prefix is more usual way of saying something like that. Ar galite padėti surasti? Ar gali padėti surasti? If you want to ask it like a friend, informal version. Ar galite man padėti rasti? Ar gali padėti surasti? And then you can say anything you want after that. The bank, the grocery store, whatever street, right? Whatever you want, whatever you need. You can look anywhere, on a dictionary, but this is the phrase that you want to say if you want a person to help you find something. Okay? Okay, so this is this simple lesson that we have right here. I wanted to just make this quick lesson on these main phrases that you want to use when you want to ask for help, when you want to ask for help finding something, okay? This is, again, just goes into this series of lessons where we work with questions. I will have another lesson with question words, just why, when, what, all of those. Yeah, and I will be definitely making other kinds of lessons in the future. So if you have any ideas, if you have any needs, particular lessons, just write everything in the comments. I'm trying to answer all the comments, and I'm taking everything into consideration, So as I said, if you want more lessons, if you want more stuff, more information, just press the link somewhere around the video, download my free audio and PDF book, join my newsletter. I will do my best to help you learn Lithuanian language, because this is the language I love. It's the language that I speak every day. And I think more people should learn this particular language. And I'm really, really glad that you're here, that you're trying to learn. So if you have any questions, problems, anything, just write me in the comments and I will try to answer that. As I said, download the PDF and audiobook, and I will see you in another lesson. Bye.